Hi everybody, thanks for watching. So today for our Hebrew Scriptures Old Testament passage, we heard the story of David and Goliath. This is a story you've probably heard before. So we have David, who's a shepherd. He's not very big. He's not very tall. He's very young. And he is going into battle with Goliath, who's this huge fighter. And Saul, who's helping David, says, "You should wear my armor. You can't possibly do this, but if you insist on trying, put on my armor." So David tries to put on Saul's armor to fight Goliath. And he has this huge helmet, and he wears this big breastplate. You've probably seen pictures of armor, and he can't even walk. And David says to himself, "Listen, I can't even move in this. I'm not going to wear your armor." Saul's worried about him. If you're going to go into battle, shouldn't you be wearing armor? But David says no. He says, "I know how to protect my sheep from wild animals, and I know how to be strong. And so I'm going to fight this giant knowing what God can do in me and knowing how I am a fighter." So the thing that I love about this story is that David goes into battle with Goliath being himself, right? You've probably heard people say, "Oh, just be yourself." Well, David gives us a great example of it. He doesn't try to go into battle with Goliath wearing all of this armor and carrying a sword. No. He goes into battle with Goliath just as he is, as a shepherd with stones and a slingshot. Now, you're probably not ever going to need to fight a giant. And you're probably, I hope, never need to use a slingshot to hit anybody. You shouldn't ever hit anyone. David and Goliath, for us, I think means that when we're trying to do something new and we're not sure what the best way is to go about it, do it the way you know how to do it in your heart, and you know who you are in your heart, not trying to pretend that you're someone else, right? If you're going to go and you have a challenge in school or a challenge in sports, you meet that challenge knowing that God has given you what you need to do that new thing. So that's, I think, David and Goliath is a great story to remind us that the little guy sometimes can win against the big guy, but it's also a really important story for us to remember that God made us as we are, and that whoever we are, God will be with us meeting whatever challenge we need to face. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.